Ashida, look back on your first season with Wells. What was the moment of the year for you?
Moment of the year? Actually, I was just talking to Griffin about it. It was one of our first tournament games, and we beat Oswego in overtime. And I just remember all my teammates coming together in this, because we fought hard the whole game, and then going into overtime, we're just like, we hope we have enough to keep pushing. And we all just came together in the last part, and all our energy went into finishing the game and getting the win.
I hope I don't throw you off with this next question, but stick with me. Are you artistic? Mm-hmm. Do you do any painting or drawing or anything like that?
Writing, not so much drawing, but I do write, like poetry and spoken word stuff.
So I'll have someone else draw this then, because my follow-up question is, for that moment, that victory over Oswego, what would a picture of that moment look like? Give me every detail. We can have someone else draw it, but what would that picture look like?
The picture would probably look like whoever the 5 people on the court was running back to the bench to everybody else, and the bench running out to us and kind of gathering right there before we got in line to shake the other team's hand, everything like that. Just smiles everywhere, things like that.
And this season was your first at Wells, and you rewrote several of the program records: highest assist average in school history, number of steals over the course of a season. When you look at your final stat lines from this year, which stats are you most proud of?
The steals, I suppose, and the assist, because as a point guard, assist, of course, is what you need to do. You can score the ball, but you got to get the ball to your other teammates to be able to score too. So I was really proud of the assist record that I happened to break, and the steals, because that's my game right there. I score off of fast break layups. So if I can get them easily like that, I'll keep doing them.
How do you practice steals? Do you just go around in practice just knocking the ball loose?
Yeah, we all, even when we're just hanging out getting water before a break or something like that, we all have basketballs in our hands, just hitting them out, things like that.
Wells College women's basketball guard Ashida Cooper is my guest on BTL. Ashida, the last 2 years you played for Drexel, Division I Drexel down in Philadelphia. This is your junior season, but you're first with the Express. How'd you find yourself up here?
Actually, Coach O'Brien was recruiting me my junior and senior year of high school, so I always had the connection or contact to him up here. And when I decided to transfer from Drexel, I just went back to all my old contacts, and he was one of the first people to respond back to me. And I just looked at all my options, and then I ended up choosing Wells.
What led to your decision to leave Drexel?
It was more so I liked playing with the team and everything like that, but I wanted to get into actually playing the game and making sure that I was important enough where a team needs me to play more than just a couple minutes a game, or where they counted on me to do something else. I just wanted the opportunity more so to show what I can do.
Obviously, the two campuses much different. Drexel is in downtown Philadelphia. Here you are in upstate New York. Do you consider yourself more of a city girl or a country girl? You are from Philly.
I'm not sure. Somewhere in between, I guess, because I was raised in like a suburban area. So the city was new to me the last 2 years of my life, and so is this up here in a rural area. But so something in between, I guess, a mix of the two.
What do you like most about upstate New York culture?
I like how tight-knit the community is. Everyone knows each other because there's not that many people for you not to. So, and there's good relationships, and it's enjoyable to be out here around people who all know you and know what you do, and you support them as much as they support you.
Ashida Cooper of the Wells College women's basketball team, my guest. I want to continue the conversation about going from D1 Drexel now to Wells. What was that transition like, playing basketball, D1 basketball, in the Colonial Athletic Conference and transitioning to playing at Wells in the NEAC?
As far as the physical aspect of it, obviously playing Division I basketball was a little more hectic and rigorous on my body, but that didn't change coming here and working just as hard for everything like that. But so I guess the only difference would be the difference that you see between Division I, Division II, and Division III. So all those different rules of how long you can practice, who can be in there while you're practicing, and things like that was the only difference. But as far as basketball goes, it was all the same.
When you were with the Dragons, what was that commitment like? What was the schedule?
It was pretty much basketball in school. There wasn't really much room for anything else. You woke up in the morning and you had something to do with basketball, and you had classes, and then you had midday, you had practice, and then classes again until you do it again tomorrow. So the commitment there was way higher than it is here, I suppose.
Ashida, I want to talk to you a little bit about your background. You grew up in Bucks County, just outside of Northeast Philadelphia. Philly's a basketball city. That's a big sport down there. What was that like growing up near Philly playing hoops?
I give a lot of credit to my basketball style from growing up so close to Philadelphia. You see all the gritty players and the players who hustle hard, and I always enjoyed that atmosphere. And that's why choosing my AAU teams, I always made sure we were in a Philly team or oriented team. So just the culture of it and the fast-paced and how people show their passion for the basketball in Philadelphia is great.
Who's your basketball idol? Your favorite?
Allen Iverson.
Why is that?
Because once again, he played for the Sixers when I was growing up. When I first moved to America, I remember seeing Allen Iverson play. And now it's clear to see how much he's impacted the game. Even as he's retired and in his 40 years of life, you can still see how much of an impact he's had on the game.
You mentioned that he's been your favorite since you moved to America. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Liberia.
What's the basketball culture like over there?
Actually, it's very little. Soccer's the main sport in most African countries, but basketball was it's known down there, but you don't play it every day outside or anything like that.
When did you come to the U.S.?
I was 5 years old.
Have you returned back to your home country since?
No, I have not.
Is that something you're looking to do?
Yes, of course. Definitely.
Ashida, before I let you go, once you did come to the U.S., you grew up in Bucks County, and whenever I hear Bucks County, the first thing I think of is Sesame Street. I know it's home to Sesame Place and Sesame Street. Who's your favorite Sesame Street character of all time?
Well, that's actually funny you asked. I actually worked there for 2 summers, but I suppose Elmo.
You didn't dress up as any of the characters, right, when you worked there?
No, I didn't work in the entertainment section.
So Elmo is your favorite of all time. Who do you think would be the best basketball player if you had to pick a Sesame Street character to play basketball?
Probably have to go with Ernie and Bert. They seem like they know what's going on in the court.
I feel like they'd be assist guys going back and forth, right?
Exactly.
Ashida, thank you for your time and congrats on all your successes this year.
Appreciate that.